Let's get ready for the Alabama real estate exam with 100 questions covering state-specific laws, principles, and practices you'll need to know. And don't miss what's happening in the bottom corner. Every question has a unique code you can enter at Birdsy.ai for instant help and deeper explanations. Now, let's get started.
Let's start with a basic review of Alabama licensing requirements. Alabama licensing requirements and procedures. What is the minimum age requirement to apply for a real estate salesperson license in Alabama? Is it A, 18 years, B, 19 years, C, 20 years, or D, 21 years? The answer is B, 19 years. In Alabama, the minimum age to apply for a real estate salesperson license is 19 years. This requirement ensures that applicants have reached a level of maturity necessary for the responsibilities of the position. How many hours of pre-licensing education are required for a salesperson license in Alabama? Is it A, 40 hours, B, 50 hours, C, 60 hours, or D, 75 hours? The answer is C, 60 hours. Alabama requires 60 hours of pre-licensing education for a salesperson license. This education prepares applicants with the necessary knowledge of real estate principles and state laws. What is the passing score for the Alabama real estate salesperson licensing exam? Is it A, 70%, B, 75%, C, 80%, or D, 85%? The answer is A, 70%. The passing score for the Alabama real estate salesperson exam is 70%. This ensures that applicants have a sufficient understanding of real estate laws and practices. Which of the following is a requirement for obtaining a broker's license in Alabama? Is it A, completion of 30 hours of post-licensing education, B, passing a national real estate exam, C, being at least 25 years old, or D, having held a salesperson license for 24 months? The answer is D, having held a salesperson license for 24 months. Alabama requires applicants to have held a real estate salesperson license for at least 24 months within the past 36 months before applying for a broker's license. Continuing education requirements. What is the minimum number of continuing education hours required for license renewal in Alabama? Is it A, 10 hours, B, 12 hours, C, 15 hours, or D, 20 hours? The answer is C, 15 hours. Alabama requires real estate licensees to complete 15 hours of continuing education every 2 years to maintain their license. This ensures professionals stay updated on industry standards and regulations. Which of the following topics is mandatory for continuing education in Alabama real estate? Is it A, advanced marketing strategies, B, negotiation skills, C, property appraisal techniques, or D, risk management? The answer is D, risk management. Alabama requires licensees to complete a course on risk management as part of their continuing education. This helps agents understand and mitigate potential legal and financial risks. How often must Alabama real estate licensees complete their continuing education requirements? Is it A, every 2 years, B, annually, C, every 3 years, or D, every 5 years? The answer is A, every 2 years. Alabama real estate licensees must complete their continuing education requirements biennially, meaning every 2 years. This schedule aligns with the license renewal period. What happens if an Alabama real estate licensee fails to complete their continuing education by the renewal deadline? Is it A, they receive a fine, B, their license becomes inactive, C, they must retake the licensing exam, or D, they receive a warning? The answer is B, their license becomes inactive. If a licensee fails to complete their continuing education by the deadline, their license becomes inactive. They must complete the required education to reactivate their license.
Notice the code in the corner? When you're stumped by a question, enter it at birdsy.ai for immediate help. Enjoy complimentary study sessions and access to hundreds of additional questions to help you pass your exam with confidence.
Alabama-specific exam structure and content. What is the minimum passing score required for the Alabama real estate salesperson exam? Is it A, 65%, B, 70%, C, 75%, or D, 80%? The answer is B, 70%. The Alabama real estate salesperson exam requires a minimum passing score of 70%. This ensures the candidate has a satisfactory understanding of real estate principles and state-specific regulations. How many questions are on the Alabama real estate salesperson exam? Is it A, 100, B, 120, C, 140, or D, 160? The answer is C, 140. The Alabama real estate salesperson exam consists of 140 questions, including both national and state-specific content. This structure assesses comprehensive knowledge in real estate practices. What is the time limit for completing the Alabama real estate salesperson exam? Is it A, 3.5 hours, B, 2 hours, C, 4 hours, or D, 5 hours? The answer is A, 3.5 hours. Candidates have 3.5 hours to complete the Alabama real estate salesperson exam, allowing ample time to address both national and state-specific questions thoroughly. Which of the following topics is emphasized in the Alabama-specific portion of the real estate exam? Is it A, property management, B, environmental hazards, C, contract law, or D, real estate license law? The answer is D, real estate license law. Real estate license law and regulations are heavily emphasized in the Alabama-specific portion of the exam, ensuring candidates understand state-specific legal requirements and procedures. Let's continue with Alabama real estate laws and regulations. Alabama-specific fair housing laws. Which of the following is a protected class under Alabama's fair housing laws? Is it A, political affiliation, B, national origin, C, marital status, or D, educational background? The answer is B, national origin. Alabama's fair housing laws protect against discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, national origin, familial status, and disability. These classes are consistent with federal fair housing protections. What is the maximum penalty for a first-time violation of Alabama's fair housing laws? Is it A, $10,000, B, $25,000, C, $5,000, or D, $50,000? The answer is A, $10,000. The maximum penalty for a first-time violation can include fines up to $10,000. Subsequent violations may incur higher fines and additional penalties. Which agency is responsible for enforcing Alabama's fair housing laws? Is it A, Alabama Real Estate Commission, B, Alabama Housing Finance Authority, C, Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs, or D, Alabama Department of Revenue? The answer is C, Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs. The Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs enforces state fair housing laws, ensuring compliance and addressing complaints related to discrimination. Under Alabama's fair housing laws, which scenario could be considered discriminatory? Is it A, charging a higher rent for a larger apartment, B, offering a discount to tenants who pay early, C, requiring a credit check for all applicants, or D, refusing to rent to a family with children? The answer is D, refusing to rent to a family with children. Refusing to rent to a family with children is considered discriminatory under Alabama's fair housing laws, as familial status is a protected class.
If you're finding this helpful, please take a minute to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more practice exams, useful tips, and complimentary study sessions with Birdsy.
Alabama-specific contract requirements. What is a requirement for a valid contract under Alabama real estate law? Is it A, verbal agreement, B, written agreement, C, witnesses, or D, notarization? The answer is B, written agreement. In Alabama, a valid real estate contract requires mutual consent, lawful purpose, competent parties, consideration, and a written agreement as per the Statute of Frauds. Which party is primarily responsible for ensuring that a real estate contract complies with Alabama laws? Is it A, real estate agent, B, buyer, C, seller, or D, title company? The answer is A, real estate agent. In Alabama, real estate agents and brokers are typically responsible for ensuring that contracts comply with state laws, guiding buyers and sellers through the legal requirements. Under Alabama law, what is the minimum requirement for a real estate contract to be considered binding? Is it A, notarized signatures, B, 2 witnesses, C, written agreement, or D, verbal consent? The answer is C, written agreement. For a real estate contract to be binding in Alabama, it must include an offer, acceptance, consideration, legal purpose, and competent parties, along with being in writing. What is the role of the Statute of Frauds in Alabama real estate contracts? Is it A, allows verbal contracts, B, mandates notarization, C, requires witness signatures, or D, ensures contracts are written? The answer is D, ensures contracts are written. The Statute of Frauds requires certain contracts, including those for the sale of real estate, to be in writing to be legally enforceable in Alabama. Overview of Alabama real estate statutes. What is the primary purpose of the Alabama Real Estate Commission? Is it A, to set property prices across Alabama, B, to enforce real estate laws and protect the public, C, to provide loans to first-time homebuyers, or D, to manage all property transactions in Alabama? The answer is B, to enforce real estate laws and protect the public. The Alabama Real Estate Commission's primary purpose is to protect the public by enforcing real estate laws and regulations, ensuring that licensees adhere to ethical and professional standards. Which of the following is a requirement for obtaining a real estate license in Alabama? Is it A, owning property in Alabama, B, being a resident of Alabama for at least 5 years, C, completing a pre-license course and passing the state exam, or D, having a degree in finance or business? The answer is C, completing a pre-license course and passing the state exam. Applicants must complete a pre-license course and pass the state exam. This ensures they understand Alabama's real estate laws and practices before becoming licensed. Under Alabama law, how long must real estate brokers retain transaction records? Is it A, 3 years, B, 1 year, C, 5 years, or D, 10 years? The answer is A, 3 years. Brokers must retain transaction records for at least 3 years. This requirement ensures that all transaction details are available for review if needed. What is the maximum fine the Alabama Real Estate Commission can impose for a single violation? Is it A, $500, B, $1,000, C, $1,500, or D, $2,500? The answer is D, $2,500. The Commission can impose fines up to $2,500 per violation. This penalty serves as a deterrent against noncompliance with real estate laws. Let's review some questions on Alabama property ownership and land use. Types of property ownership, e.g., fee simple, leasehold, joint tenancy. In Alabama, what type of property ownership grants the owner the most complete set of rights? Is it A, fee simple, B, leasehold, C, joint tenancy, or D, tenancy by the entirety? The answer is A, fee simple. Fee simple ownership provides the owner with the most extensive rights, including the ability to use, sell, or lease the property indefinitely. It is the most common form of property ownership in Alabama. Which type of property ownership in Alabama automatically includes the right of survivorship? Is it A, tenancy in common, B, leasehold, C, joint tenancy, or D, fee simple? The answer is C, joint tenancy. Joint tenancy in Alabama includes the right of survivorship, meaning that upon the death of one owner, their interest automatically passes to the surviving owners. In Alabama, which form of property ownership allows spouses to own property together with a right of survivorship? Is it A, tenancy in common, B, fee simple, C, joint tenancy, or D, tenancy by the entirety? The answer is D, tenancy by the entirety. Tenancy by the entirety is specific to married couples, providing survivorship rights, meaning the surviving spouse automatically receives full ownership upon the other's death. What is the main characteristic of a leasehold estate in Alabama? Is it A, ownership of the property, B, right to use the property for a specific term, C, automatic inheritance rights, or D, permanent occupation of the property? The answer is B, right to use the property for a specific term. A leasehold estate grants the tenant the right to use and occupy the property for a specified period, as outlined in a lease agreement, without ownership of the property. Public versus private land use controls. Which of the following is a primary function of zoning regulations in Alabama? Is it A, to increase property taxes, B, to enforce building codes, C, to separate different land uses, or D, to determine property ownership? The answer is C, to separate different land uses. Zoning regulations are designed to control land use and ensure the orderly development of communities. They help separate incompatible land uses, such as industrial and residential areas, to enhance community safety and quality of life. What is an example of a public land use control in Alabama? Is it A, zoning ordinances, B, deed restrictions, C, easements, or D, homeowners association rules? The answer is A, zoning ordinances. Public land use controls include government-imposed regulations, such as zoning laws, which dictate how land within certain areas can be used, ensuring orderly development and community welfare. How do private land use controls differ from public land use controls in Alabama? Is it A, they are enforced by government agencies, B, they are established by private agreements, C, they apply to all properties within a municipality, or D, they are subject to public hearings? The answer is B, they are established by private agreements. Private land use controls, such as covenants and easements, are imposed by private entities or individuals, while public land use controls are regulations enacted by government entities. What role does a comprehensive plan play in Alabama's land use planning? Is it A, it enforces zoning laws, B, it determines property tax rates, C, it guides future land use decisions, or D, it regulates building codes? The answer is C, it guides future land use decisions. A comprehensive plan serves as a guiding document for future growth and development, outlining land use goals and policies for a community to ensure sustainable and orderly development. Land use and zoning laws. What is the primary purpose of zoning laws in Alabama? Is it A, to increase property taxes, B, to restrict land ownership, C, to regulate land use and development, or D, to enforce building codes? The answer is C, to regulate land use and development. Zoning laws in Alabama primarily aim to regulate land use and development to ensure orderly growth, protect property values, and enhance community welfare by segregating incompatible uses. Which entity typically holds the authority to enforce zoning regulations in Alabama? Is it A, local municipal governments, B, state government, C, federal government, or D, county health department? The answer is A, local municipal governments. In Alabama, local municipal governments usually enforce zoning regulations as they are best positioned to address the specific needs and characteristics of their communities. What is a variance in the context of Alabama zoning laws? Is it A, a change in zoning classification, B, a legal exception to zoning rules, C, a temporary zoning restriction, or D, a zoning dispute resolution? The answer is B, a legal exception to zoning rules. A variance is a legal exception granted by a zoning board that allows a property owner to use land in a way that deviates from current zoning regulations, typically due to unique circumstances. How does Alabama law generally classify agricultural land use in zoning ordinances? Is it A, as commercial use, B, as residential use, C, as industrial use, or D, as a separate category? The answer is D, as a separate category. Agricultural land use is often classified separately in zoning ordinances to preserve farming activities and prevent incompatible urban development from encroaching on agricultural areas.
Stuck on a question? Just think of the Birdsy link in the description as your friendly neighborhood superhero swooping in to save the day with answers. Feel free to explore it now and return to continue. Simply hit pause, and we'll be waiting when you get back.
Condominiums and HOAs. In Alabama, which of the following is a primary responsibility of a homeowners association in a condominium complex? Is it A, managing individual property sales, B, setting individual unit prices, C, maintaining common areas, or D, enforcing state property laws? The answer is C, maintaining common areas. HOAs in Alabama are responsible for maintaining common areas to ensure they remain in good condition for all residents. This includes landscaping, recreational facilities, and other shared spaces. What is a common restriction placed by Alabama condominium HOAs regarding unit modifications? Is it A, interior paint colors, B, exterior modifications, C, appliance replacements, or D, furniture selection? The answer is B, exterior modifications. HOAs often restrict exterior modifications to maintain a consistent appearance throughout the community. This helps preserve property values and the overall aesthetic of the development. Which document typically outlines the rules and regulations for residents of an Alabama condominium? Is it A, Declaration of Covenants, Conditions, and Restrictions, CC&Rs, B, Deed of Trust, C, Lease Agreement, or D, Property Tax Statement? The answer is A, Declaration of Covenants, Conditions, and Restrictions, CC&Rs. The Declaration of Covenants, Conditions, and Restrictions, CC&Rs, is a legal document that details the rights and obligations of the HOA and the residents, including rules for property use. How does Alabama law typically require condominium associations to handle reserve funds? Is it A, invest in high-risk stocks, B, distribute to owners annually, C, use for daily operational costs, Or D, maintain for future repairs? The answer is D, maintain for future repairs. Alabama law recommends that condominium associations maintain reserve funds for future repairs and replacements of common elements, ensuring financial stability and minimizing the need for special assessments. Environmental issues. What is the primary purpose of Alabama's Conservation Easement Act? Is it A, to increase property taxes for landowners, B, to facilitate commercial development, C, to preserve natural resources through voluntary restrictions, or D, to encourage urban sprawl? The answer is C, to preserve natural resources through voluntary restrictions. Alabama's Conservation Easement Act is designed to protect natural resources by allowing landowners to voluntarily restrict land use to preserve its conservation values. These easements are legally binding and can provide tax benefits. Which agency is primarily responsible for enforcing environmental regulations in Alabama? Is it A, Alabama Real Estate Commission, B, Alabama Department of Environmental Management, C, Alabama Department of Revenue, or D, Alabama Department of Transportation? The answer is B, Alabama Department of Environmental Management. The Alabama Department of Environmental Management is responsible for enforcing state environmental laws and regulations, ensuring compliance and protecting Alabama's natural resources. How does Alabama law address the issue of wetlands on private property? Is it A, requires permits for alterations to preserve ecological balance, B, allows unrestricted development, C, mandates wetland conversion to agricultural use, or D, prohibits any human activity? The answer is A, requires permits for alterations to preserve ecological balance. Alabama law protects wetlands by requiring permits for any alterations. These regulations aim to preserve the ecological balance and prevent environmental degradation. What is the role of the Alabama Land Trust in property ownership? Is it A, to manage state-owned lands, B, to develop commercial properties, C, to enforce zoning laws, or D, to facilitate conservation easements? The answer is D, to facilitate conservation easements. The Alabama Land Trust works to protect and conserve land through voluntary conservation easements, helping landowners preserve their property for future generations while maintaining ownership. Let's continue with Alabama agency law and ethics. Agency relationship laws. What is the primary duty of an agent under Alabama agency law when representing a client? Is it A, to disclose all offers immediately, B, to act in the best interest of the client, C, to maintain confidentiality indefinitely, or D, to ensure fair housing practices? The answer is B, to act in the best interest of the client. An agent's primary duty is to act in the best interest of the client, maintaining loyalty and avoiding conflicts of interest. This ensures the client's needs are prioritized over others. Under Alabama law, which of the following relationships is established when a real estate licensee acts as an intermediary between a buyer and a seller? Is it A, transaction brokerage relationship, B, single agency relationship, C, dual agency relationship, or D, sub-agency relationship? The answer is A, transaction brokerage relationship. A transaction brokerage relationship is established when a licensee facilitates a transaction between parties without representing either in a fiduciary capacity. What is required for an agency relationship to be legally binding under Alabama agency law? Is it A, verbal agreement, B, implied agreement, C, written agreement, or D, handshake agreement? The answer is C, written agreement. An agency relationship must be established through a written agreement to ensure both parties understand their rights and obligations, providing legal protection. Which of the following is a fiduciary duty owed by an agent to a client under Alabama agency law? Is it A, duty to negotiate, B, duty to advertise, C, duty to appraise, or D, duty of obedience? The answer is D, duty of obedience. The duty of obedience requires agents to follow lawful instructions from their clients, ensuring the client's decisions are respected and implemented. Fiduciary duties and client representation. What is the primary fiduciary duty of an Alabama real estate agent to their client? Is it A, confidentiality, B, loyalty, C, disclosure, or D, accounting? The answer is B, loyalty. Loyalty is the primary fiduciary duty, requiring agents to act in the best interest of their clients, avoiding conflicts of interest and prioritizing the client's needs above their own. In Alabama, which fiduciary duty requires an agent to keep the client's information private unless authorized to disclose? Is it A, confidentiality, B, obedience, C, loyalty, or D, disclosure? The answer is A, confidentiality. Confidentiality protects client information from unauthorized disclosure, ensuring trust and integrity in the client-agent relationship. Which action by an Alabama real estate agent would violate their fiduciary duty of loyalty? Is it A, disclosing property defects, B, following client instructions, C, self-dealing in a transaction, or D, providing market analysis? The answer is C, self-dealing in a transaction. Self-dealing, where an agent benefits at the client's expense, breaches loyalty by prioritizing personal gain over client interests. How does the fiduciary duty of obedience manifest in Alabama real estate practice? Is it A, by keeping client information confidential, B, by prioritizing the agent's personal interests, C, by providing accurate financial records, or D, by following lawful client instructions? The answer is D, by following lawful client instructions. Obedience requires agents to follow all lawful instructions from their clients, ensuring the client's wishes are respected and executed within legal boundaries. Alabama ethics guidelines and enforcement. Which of the following actions would most likely result in a violation of Alabama's ethics guidelines for real estate professionals? Is it A, disclosing all known facts about a property to a buyer, B, accepting a significant gift from a client that could influence your professional judgment, C, providing a client with a list of qualified home inspectors, or D, referring a client to another agent when there is a conflict of interest? The answer is B, accepting a significant gift from a client that could influence your professional judgment. Accepting a gift from a client that could influence professional judgment is a violation of Alabama's ethics guidelines. These guidelines are designed to maintain impartiality and avoid conflicts of interest. What is the primary purpose of the Alabama Real Estate Commission's enforcement of ethics guidelines? Is it A, to increase the number of real estate transactions, B, to ensure real estate agents earn higher commissions, C, to protect the public by maintaining ethical standards, or D, to promote competition among real estate agents? The answer is C, to protect the public by maintaining ethical standards. The primary purpose is to protect the public by ensuring that real estate professionals adhere to ethical standards, thereby maintaining trust and integrity in the real estate market. In Alabama, which of the following is considered an unethical practice for a real estate agent? Is it A, misrepresenting property details to a potential buyer, B, providing a client with a comparative market analysis, C, negotiating on behalf of a client to get the best possible deal, or D, disclosing personal interest in a property to all parties involved? The answer is A, Misrepresenting property details to a potential buyer. Misrepresenting property details is unethical as it violates the duty of honesty and can mislead clients, potentially causing financial harm and loss of trust. How does the Alabama Real Estate Commission handle complaints about unethical behavior? Is it A, by immediately suspending the agent's license, B, by issuing fines without investigation, C, by referring the case to a third-party arbitrator, or D, by investigating the complaint to determine if there is a violation? The answer is D, by investigating the complaint to determine if there is a violation. The Commission investigates complaints to determine if there is a violation of ethics guidelines, ensuring that real estate professionals are held accountable for their actions. Now, let's check your understanding of Alabama property valuation. Basic principles of property valuation. What is the principle of substitution in property valuation? Is it A, the cost of reproducing the property exactly, B, the price of acquiring an equally desirable substitute property, C, the historical cost of the property, or D, the income generated by the property? The answer is B, the price of acquiring an equally desirable substitute property. The principle of substitution states that a property's value is determined by the cost of acquiring an equally desirable substitute property. This principle is fundamental in preventing overvaluation. Which principle states that the value of a property is influenced by the surrounding properties? Is it A, principle of conformity, B, principle of anticipation, C, principle of progression, or D, principle of regression? The answer is A, principle of conformity. The principle of conformity suggests that property values tend to be higher when properties are similar in style, quality, and use, creating a harmonious environment. How does the principle of highest and best use affect property valuation? Is it A, by determining the property's current use, B, by assessing the property's historical significance, C, by identifying the property's most profitable legal use, or D, by evaluating market trends? The answer is C, by identifying the property's most profitable legal use. The principle of highest and best use determines a property's most profitable legal use, which maximizes its value. It considers legal, physical, and financial feasibility. What is the principle of contribution in property valuation? Is it A, the cost of building a new structure, B, the historical appreciation rate of the property, C, the market demand for similar properties, or D, the value added by individual property features? The answer is D, the value added by individual property features. The principle of contribution states that a property's value is affected by the value added by each component or feature, such as renovations or additional structures.
Have you noticed the code in the bottom corner? Next time you're stumped, take that code to birdsy.ai for immediate help and a free study session with Birdsy, your personal AI study partner. Plus, you'll get access to hundreds of additional questions, helping you move closer to passing your exam with confidence. The next time you're feeling unsure or stuck, give it a try.
Sales comparison, cost, and income approaches. In the sales comparison approach, which factor is primarily adjusted to ensure comparability between properties? Is it A, market trends, B, property characteristics, C, economic conditions, or D, zoning laws? The answer is B, property characteristics. In the sales comparison approach, adjustments are made for differences in property characteristics such as location, size, and condition to ensure comparability and accurate valuation. Which cost is typically included in the cost approach to property valuation? Is it A, replacement cost, B, depreciation cost, C. Market value. Or D. Operating expenses? The answer is A. Replacement cost. The cost approach includes the replacement cost of the building, which is the cost to construct a similar structure with the same utility using current construction methods and materials. In the income approach, what is the capitalization rate used for? Is it A. Adjusting sale prices, B. Estimating construction costs, C. Determining property taxes, or D. Converting income to value? The answer is D. Converting income to value. The capitalization rate is used to convert the net operating income of a property into an estimate of its market value by dividing the income by the rate. Which of the following is a primary advantage of the sales comparison approach? Is it A. Simplicity of calculation, B. Applicability to new properties, C. Reflects current market conditions, or D. No need for adjustments? The answer is C. Reflects current market conditions. The sales comparison approach reflects current market conditions by using recent sales data, making it highly relevant for determining market value in active markets. Let's continue with Alabama real estate financing. Mortgage loans and financing options. What is the primary purpose of a fixed-rate mortgage in Alabama? Is it A. To provide lower initial payments, B. To offer consistent monthly payments, C. To allow refinancing options, or D. To reduce the overall loan term? The answer is B. To offer consistent monthly payments. A fixed-rate mortgage offers a consistent interest rate over the life of the loan, providing stability in monthly payments. This is ideal for borrowers who prefer predictable budgeting and protection against interest rate fluctuations. Which type of mortgage is most suitable for a borrower expecting to move within a few years in Alabama? Is it A. Adjustable rate mortgage, B. Fixed rate mortgage, C. Interest-only mortgage, or D. Balloon mortgage? The answer is A. Adjustable rate mortgage. An adjustable rate mortgage typically offers lower initial interest rates, making it ideal for borrowers planning to move within a few years, as they can benefit from lower payments before rates adjust. How does a balloon mortgage differ from a traditional fixed-rate mortgage in Alabama? Is it A. It offers lower interest rates throughout the term, B. It has no impact on the loan term, C. It requires a large payment at the end of the term, or D. It ensures consistent monthly payments? The answer is C. It requires a large payment at the end of the term. A balloon mortgage requires a large payment at the end of the loan term, unlike a fixed-rate mortgage, which amortizes fully over the loan term with equal monthly payments. What is a key advantage of FHA loans for first-time homebuyers in Alabama? Is it A. They offer zero down payment options, B. They have the lowest interest rates, C. They eliminate mortgage insurance premiums, or D. They require a lower down payment? The answer is D. They require a lower down payment. FHA loans are popular among first-time homebuyers due to their lower down payment requirements and flexible credit score criteria, making homeownership more accessible to a broader range of applicants. Loan applications and approval processes. What is the primary purpose of a pre-approval letter in the Alabama loan application process? Is it A. To demonstrate the borrower's creditworthiness to sellers, B. To guarantee the loan amount will be approved, C. To lock in an interest rate for the borrower, or D. To finalize the loan terms and conditions? The answer is A. To demonstrate the borrower's creditworthiness to sellers. A pre-approval letter shows that a lender has reviewed the borrower's financial information and is willing to offer a loan, subject to property appraisal and other conditions. It strengthens the buyer's offer. Which document is required by lenders in Alabama to verify a borrower's employment status? Is it A, credit report, B, pay stubs, C, property appraisal, or D, bank statements? The answer is B, pay stub. Employment verification is crucial for assessing a borrower's ability to repay the loan. Lenders typically require recent pay stubs or an employment verification letter from the employer. In Alabama, what is an essential step in the loan approval process that ensures the property's value meets or exceeds the loan amount? Is it A, credit check, B, title search, C, appraisal, or D, inspection? The answer is C, appraisal. An appraisal is conducted to determine the property's market value. It protects the lender by ensuring the loan amount does not exceed the property's worth, minimizing financial risk. What is the role of the debt-to-income ratio in the Alabama loan approval process? Is it A, it determines the interest rate offered, B, it sets the loan term length, C, it verifies the borrower's employment history, or D, it evaluates the borrower's ability to repay the loan? The answer is D. It evaluates the borrower's ability to repay the loan. The debt-to-income ratio compares monthly debt payments to gross income, helping lenders assess a borrower's ability to manage monthly payments and repay the loan. Alabama mortgage disclosure requirements. What is a primary requirement for mortgage lenders under Alabama's mortgage disclosure regulations? Is it A, provide a credit score report, B, disclose loan terms clearly, C, offer the lowest possible interest rate, or D, conduct a home inspection? The answer is B, disclose loan terms clearly. Alabama mortgage disclosure regulations require lenders to provide a clear and comprehensive disclosure of loan terms to borrowers, ensuring transparency and informed decision-making. Which document must be provided to borrowers under Alabama's mortgage disclosure requirements? Is it A, loan estimate, B, credit report, C, appraisal report, or D, homeowner's insurance policy? The answer is A, loan estimate. The loan estimate must be provided to borrowers, detailing key loan terms and estimated costs, ensuring borrowers have a clear understanding of their mortgage obligations. When must the closing disclosure be provided to borrowers in Alabama? Is it A, at the time of loan application, B, 1 day before closing, C, 3 business days before closing, or D, after closing? The answer is C, 3 business days before closing. The closing disclosure must be provided at least 3 business days before closing, allowing borrowers time to review final loan terms and costs. What is the purpose of the homeownership counseling notice required in Alabama? Is it A, to ensure borrowers have homeowners insurance, B, to inform borrowers of counseling services, C, to verify the borrower's employment status, or D, to confirm the borrower's credit score? The answer is B, to inform borrowers of counseling services. The homeownership counseling notice informs borrowers of available counseling services, promoting informed decision-making and financial literacy in mortgage transactions. Alabama-specific loan programs. What is the primary purpose of the Alabama Housing Finance Authority? Is it A, to regulate real estate agents in Alabama, B, to offer investment advice to Alabama residents, C, to provide affordable housing loans and programs, or D, to oversee commercial property transactions? The answer is C, to provide affordable housing loans and programs. The Alabama Housing Finance Authority is mainly focused on providing affordable housing opportunities through various loan programs and initiatives, making homeownership more accessible to Alabama residents. Which Alabama-specific loan program is designed to assist first-time homebuyers with down payment assistance? Is it A, Home Ready, B. Step Up. C. U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, VA loan. Or D. Federal Housing Administration, FHA loan. The answer is B. Step Up. Step Up is an Alabama-specific loan program that offers down payment assistance to first-time homebuyers, making it easier to purchase a home without a large initial payment. Which type of loan does the Alabama Housing Finance Authority offer that includes a tax credit for first-time homebuyers? Is it A. Mortgage credit certificate, B. Conventional loan, C. U.S. Department of Agriculture, USDA loan, or D. Adjustable rate mortgage? The answer is A. Mortgage credit certificate. The Mortgage Credit Certificate Program allows first-time homebuyers to receive a tax credit, reducing the federal income tax owed and increasing home affordability. What is the maximum income limit for a household to qualify for the Step Up program in Alabama? Is it A. $50,000, B. $75,000, C. Varies by county and household size, or D. $100,000? The answer is C. Varies by county and household size. The Step Up program has specific income limits that vary by county and household size, but generally, the limit is set to ensure assistance is provided to low to moderate income families. Alabama Housing Finance Authority. What is the primary purpose of the Alabama Housing Finance Authority? Is it A. To provide affordable financing for housing in Alabama, B. To regulate real estate agents in Alabama, C. To offer insurance for homeowners, or D. To manage public housing projects? The answer is A. To provide affordable financing for housing in Alabama. The AHFA was established to provide affordable financing for housing in Alabama. It aims to help low and moderate income families obtain safe and affordable housing options. Which program does the AHFA offer to assist first-time homebuyers? Is it A. Home Renovation Program, B. Step Up Program, C. Rental Assistance Program, or D. Mortgage Insurance Program? The answer is B. Step Up Program. The Step Up program is designed to help first-time homebuyers with down payment assistance and affordable mortgage options, making homeownership more accessible. How does the AHFA support affordable rental housing development? Is it A. Providing mortgage insurance, B. Offering direct construction loans, C. Allocating low-income housing tax credits, or D. Regulating rental prices? The answer is C. Allocating low-income housing tax credits. AHFA supports affordable rental housing by allocating low-income housing tax credits, which incentivize developers to build or rehabilitate affordable rental housing. What is a key benefit of AHFA's Mortgage Credit Certificate Program? Is it A. It provides a tax credit for mortgage interest, B. It offers lower interest rates on mortgages, C. It reduces the down payment requirement, or D. It extends the loan term to reduce monthly payments? The answer is A. It provides a tax credit for mortgage interest. The MCC program allows homebuyers to claim a tax credit for a portion of the mortgage interest paid, effectively reducing their federal income tax liability.
Don't forget to comment below with your tips, challenges, and thoughts on exam preparation. Your experiences can make a big difference for others.
Let's review some of Alabama disclosure requirements and forms. Alabama-specific disclosure requirements. What must Alabama real estate agents disclose to potential buyers regarding property conditions? Is it A. Only defects that affect the property's value, B. All known material defects, C. Defects only if asked by the buyer, or D. Only defects discovered during inspection? The answer is B. All known material defects. In Alabama, real estate agents are required to disclose any known material defects of a property to potential buyers. This ensures that buyers can make informed decisions based on the property's actual condition. How does Alabama law define a material defect in real estate transactions? Is it A, a condition significantly affecting value or safety? B, any minor cosmetic issue? C, only structural issues? Or D, issues disclosed by previous owner? The answer is A, a condition significantly affecting value or safety. A material defect in Alabama is defined as a condition significantly affecting the property's value or posing a risk to occupants. This definition helps ensure transparency and safety in real estate transactions. Which form is used in Alabama to disclose property defects? Is it A, property condition report? B, buyer's acknowledgement form? C, seller's disclosure form? Or D, agent's inspection report? The answer is C, seller's disclosure form. In Alabama, the seller's disclosure form is used to disclose property defects. This form is a critical component of the real estate transaction process, ensuring transparency between sellers and buyers. When must Alabama real estate agents provide the disclosure form to buyers? Is it A, at closing? B, after the inspection? C, during the first showing? Or D, before signing a purchase agreement? The answer is D, before signing a purchase agreement. Alabama agents must provide the disclosure form to buyers before a purchase agreement is signed. This timing ensures that buyers have all necessary information to make an informed decision. Commonly used Alabama forms. What is the primary purpose of the Alabama Real Estate Commission's Consumer Information Booklet? Is it A, to provide legal advice to buyers and sellers? B, to educate consumers about real estate transactions? C, to offer financial assistance for first-time homebuyers? Or D, to list all licensed real estate agents in Alabama? The answer is B, to educate consumers about real estate transactions. The Consumer Information Booklet is designed to educate buyers and sellers about real estate transactions in Alabama, providing essential information on rights and responsibilities. Which form is used in Alabama to disclose the agency relationship between a real estate agent and their client? Is it A, Real Estate Brokerage Services Disclosure Form? B, Seller's Property Disclosure Form? C, Lead-Based Paint Disclosure Form? Or D, Agency Agreement Form? The answer is A, Real Estate Brokerage Services Disclosure Form. The Real Estate Brokerage Services Disclosure Form is used to clarify the nature of the agency relationship and ensure clients understand their agent's role. What is the purpose of the Alabama Seller's Property Disclosure Form? Is it A, to guarantee the property is free of defects? B, to list all prior owners of the property? C, to disclose known defects and issues of the property? Or D, to provide a valuation estimate of the property? The answer is C, to disclose known defects and issues of the property. The Seller's Property Disclosure Form provides buyers with information about known property issues, helping them make informed decisions and reducing post-sale disputes. In Alabama, which form is required for properties built before 1978 to disclose potential hazards? Is it A, Environmental Hazard Disclosure Form? B, Asbestos Disclosure Form? C, Mold Disclosure Form? Or D, Lead-Based Paint Disclosure Form? The answer is D, Lead-Based Paint Disclosure Form. The Lead-Based Paint Disclosure Form is mandatory for properties built before 1978 to inform buyers of potential lead hazards, ensuring safety and compliance with federal regulations. Specific procedures for transactions. What is the primary purpose of the Alabama Real Estate Commission's disclosure requirements in real estate transactions? Is it A, To ensure transparency and prevent legal disputes. B. To increase the commission fees for agents. C. To expedite the transaction process. Or D. To protect the interests of real estate agents. The answer is A. To ensure transparency and prevent legal disputes. The primary purpose of the Alabama Real Estate Commission's disclosure requirements is to ensure that all parties in a real estate transaction are fully informed of pertinent information, promoting transparency and preventing legal disputes. Which form is required to be provided by agents to buyers and sellers in Alabama to disclose agency relationships? Is it A. HUD-1 settlement statement, B. the RICAD form, C. lead-based paint disclosure, or D. property condition disclosure? The answer is B. the RICAD form. The RICAD, Real Estate Consumer Agency Disclosure Form, is mandated by Alabama law to inform buyers and sellers about the agency relationships involved in a transaction. It ensures that consumers understand who represents their interests. When must the Alabama Real Estate Commission's RICAD form be presented to a client? Is it A. during the closing process, B. after signing the purchase agreement, C. at the first substantive contact, or D. only upon client request? The answer is C. at the first substantive contact. The RICAD form must be presented to clients at the first substantive contact. This timing ensures clients are informed about agency relationships before any confidential information is shared. What is the consequence for an Alabama real estate agent failing to provide the required disclosures during a transaction? Is it A. increased commission fees, B. no consequence if the transaction closes successfully, C. mandatory additional training, or D. disciplinary actions by the Alabama Real Estate Commission? The answer is D. disciplinary actions by the Alabama Real Estate Commission. Failing to provide required disclosures can lead to disciplinary actions from the Alabama Real Estate Commission, including fines, license suspension, or revocation, as these are serious breaches of legal and ethical duties.
Thanks for joining us today. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to our channel for more practice exams, tips, and tricks. And don't forget to visit birdsy.ai for complimentary study sessions with Birdsy, your AI-powered study partner.